a lot of arguments start in relationships, and a lot of relationships, in fact, are broken because the two parties fail to seek a common understanding of each other. A lot of the times, what people are doing in relationships is they're trying to win in each conversation rather than trying to understand. They're just trying to get their point across, get my point across, show that I'm right, show that I'm right. But a lot of the time, that's going to be the disaster that's going to lead to the end of your relationship, because you need to be able to understand the other person. And that's a lot of the times more important. If you're having a disagreement, the more important thing than who's right and who's wrong is how can we bridge the gap of where our perspectives are, and how can we get to a point when we have a mutual understanding? How can we get to the point where you're understanding where I'm coming from and I'm understanding where you're coming from? Because once you're at that point and you're in a loving relationship where you actually care about each other, you're able to respect it and you're able to move forwards together and work on what the solution may actually be. There's a song that I wrote called 34 Hours, and in that song I spoke about how I'm seeking to understand. This was a while ago, right? It was a love song, right? It was about actually a breakup slash love song, but I was speaking about how I'm seeking to understand this lady that I was writing the song about better, right? I want to seek to understand her, and I believe that should be a key mission in your relationship. I'll go ahead and link the song down below, by the way, if you want to check it out. Highly recommend it. It's some sauce, I can't lie. But make sure you got your tissues, yeah? But anyways, I believe that this is what we should be focusing on in our relationships, seeking to better understand the other person, whilst also focusing on understanding ourselves. Because if you don't understand yourself, how are you supposed to show up in the best possible way for the other person? Because a lot of the times when you understand yourself, you're going to be able to understand the ways in which you can improve, the ways in which you're not showing up the best, because that self-awareness allows you to see that so that you can actually make those positive changes. So again, make sure that you're not in a relationship just making it all about you. Make it about, or a lot of it about, how can I understand this person as much as possible? If there's a disagreement, a lot of the times, a lot of the times what it comes down to is a lack of understanding, a lack of mutual understanding. So how can I on a daily basis seek to understand this person deeper and deeper and deeper? How can I also make sure that I'm working on myself, not just for myself, but also for my relationship, so that I can show up in the best possible way? With that being said, you've been tuning with Shay Lamar. You know the vibes. I'll catch you in the next video tomorrow. Peace out.